Hello and welcome to another Wraggys Beers, Wines and Spirits review. So tonight, new in Morrisons, it is Vocation Brewery's Smash and Grab. So this is a double IPA, 8%. I think it's £3.50 for the can. But on a 4 for free, which they do now on these craft beer cans, you're getting one of the cans basically for free. So it's well worth if you can afford it, because obviously the price of things these days, it's an expensive world to live in. Anyway, I'll read what it says on the back. It says, "We've never been ones to play it safe, and this is no exception. Our East Coast style double IPA hits hard with heavy blasts of tropical fruit flavours and punchy aromas that are bound to make an impact. Fearless and irresistible, there's nothing quite like it. So it's described as hoppy, bold, and fruity. Get ready for an unstoppable force of fruity citrus flavours set against a smooth, malty finish. The hops are Citra, Sabro, and Galaxy. So I know all about Citra because that's the one that's supposed to be coconut, or at least some part of coconut. So there you go, really vibrant colour. You can't lose that colour in a crowd. 8%, so decent sessionable beer. And you did see a smile there, just in case anybody's watching in the future and says, that was not sessionable. It's me being joker. Yeah, I call 12% sessionable. So, right, here we go. Now, as tends to be the thing in the spring updates in the supermarkets, these beers tend to be very summery. God knows what's going on outside. Sounds like a remote control helicopter. So, very similar to the other beer that I've just reviewed. And as you can see, yeah, it's quite a darker orange pour. I've left some because I'm going to let the wife taste it. She'll probably turn her nose up against it, but there you go. I'll just neck it then. Good evening, Benjamin. Thank you for rejoining. So anyway, there we go. Another very juicy looking pour, this. I do like Vocation beers. I wasn't interested in one of the barrel age. Ran out of notifications. Yeah, probably did. I wasn't overly fond of or interested in the barrel aged wine sours that they brought out, but in general, some stunning beers. I mean, there was a ginger imperial stout that they did. Or was it ginger? Was it rum? Rum and ginger. It might have been rum and ginger, to be fair. But stunning nonetheless. So we'll give it a look, see how it cooks. I dare say I should, because Sabro's in this, and I remember Sabro. It's funny how you remember some hops. So, a bit different on the nose to the last one. Still tropical, but much more hoppier on the nose. And definitely a whiff. There's a slight whiff of coconut in there. Anyway, never mind sniffing stuff. Didn't fall asleep. Oh, it's my Achilles heel. I need to stop putting TV on at night. It'll after 11 o'clock because I'm just gone. No, it doesn't matter if it's the weekend. I'm still gone. It's absolutely pointless. I need something on my TV that turns the TV off. A sleep setting. The electricity you're wasting there with the TV on. Yeah, you hear it sometimes. Good evening, welcome back. And yeah, so very similar to the last beer in a lot of ways. Bit stronger, 8%. And obviously the hops being for the grain brewers in the room. Oh god, Citra, Galaxy, and Sabro. So I know what Sabro brings to the party. I mean, they all bring that tropical vibe, and it's a vibrant orange, much darker orange than the beer before. Um, and obviously, Vocation, their Imperials, that Imperial Banoffee Stout was one of my beers of the year last year. And had I been able to get a hold of it for the second time, couldn't, obviously, everyone sold out of it across the UK at least. Had I got hold of it, it could have been the beer of the year. It's only that I could get hold of a certain few beers that they managed to nobble it away from beer of the year. And that's something this year. Do you know, sometimes you see a beer you don't know, do you? You don't know if it's going to hit the spot until you start to drink it. And then all of a sudden you're half the way in and you think, oh my God, this is an absolute beer of the year. But, you know, you can't always afford to buy 2 or 3 beers of the same beer, can you? Unless you're on a lot of money, and we've got a lot of money to spend on beers. With doing beer reviews, I only ever really buy one of each. Yeah, Vocation. I had Sunset Overdrive, a sour, just after Christmas. That blew me away. It was just an unbelievably nice beer. There was one of their classic beers as well that did it. And I'd like to see them coming to Nottingham and doing a few collabs locally. I know Neon Raptor have been up to there. Roast chicken gravy, sea battered chips. Lovely. Ooh, bless you. Yeah. I had hot dogs earlier. I've got this thing about hot dogs. Sabro Smash for the channel. Oh, rightio. Single malt, single hop. I always wondered what the smash meant because I see it on Lenton Lane beers all the time. I've got Lenton Lane somewhere. Yeah, can't see it for the love. But oops. Oh, okay. There we go. Put live chat back on. Yeah, Bolton. Have you got any breweries near you? Because that might be the way, mate. You know if there's any breweries near your neck of the woods. Is it a new bit? I thought I'd heard the name before, you know, mate. That food thought it was a beer. Be a nice beer, wouldn't it? Citrus Smash on tap at the moment. Ooh. It's great having grain brewers coming on the channel as well, because obviously, you know, it's interesting to hear. That brewery shop near me, what they called, Brew Day Supplies, they've got some interesting kits in their on their site, grain kits. And I was saying on Facebook yesterday, I asked the question because there's a lot of brewers who I'm friends with these days, local ones at least. And I said this to them on a brew day. So you imagine you're a big brewery. On a brew day, you've done everything. You've gone from the mash tun to the copper, then it goes into the fermentation vessel. Are there breweries out there that when it goes into the fermentation vessel, before they put the yeast in, actually drain off some of that? And because basically it's only liquid, it's water obviously, but it's only liquid. There's no alcohol involved. You've got to take that away, add the yeast, because obviously the sugar element's already in there, isn't it? But take that away, add the yeast, and you're going to get a beer the same as what they're doing if you use the same yeast. And I think someone called it fresh wort. And I did look on YouTube, on Google last night, but no one was. It didn't bring anything up locally in the UK. Well, nothing I could click on and actually go anywhere. But could you imagine that breweries? You going down to a brewery on a brew day, actually taking your bucket with you and then filling your bucket up with 40 litres and saying, right, mate, not 40 litres, but 23 litres, charging you a price per litre, and then you take it away to brew it home, and and you'll get something that near enough replicates their commercial beer. Interesting thought for the long run, with the price of beer in the country, and a way of them to make some money, maybe backhanded money, but money nonetheless. It is interesting. So just make sure I haven't lost any. What brewer's breakfast, Wharton whiskey for the brewer. I've done that. Yeah, I've had some Wharton whiskey. Yeah, you're right. Arbor do oversized cans. Good evening, David. And John O'Groat Brewery is the nearest. Bloody hell, top of the country. Hey. So it is easier. Well, yeah, to let them brew it, I suppose so. But for me, because I'm a home brewer, I suppose it. Yeah, I try. Yeah. Although my imperial style is actually quite nice, being honest. That's worked out really, really well. And my wines work out really, really well. Good evening, Ali again. Ooh, I had that at Christmas, the double maple and pecan. That was a stunning beer. So is it both you and your hubby who like the imperials then? Just out of curiosity, because I'm a nosy bigger bleeder. Northern Monk Vocation and Harbour. With me, favourite breweries, it's difficult. It's very, very difficult. I find that nationally, my favourite breweries tend to be, one of my favourite breweries of all time is actually St. Peter's, because I love their range of beers. Obviously, they're not a craft brewery by any means. Well, they would have been back in the day, but not now. Colonel Brown Ale, better than bloody Nuki Brown. Old Golden. Old Craft is lovely, I must admit. Share the can. Yeah, I'm not into sharing. There's a good reason for me, because my wife doesn't drink beer. I don't have to share cans yet. Could you imagine her coming down the beer room, sitting there? I'm yakking. She's on the computer doing her thing. And then halfway through the beer review, she's like, and handing the beer over. I'd be crying. Yeah. I'd be getting through 6 beer reviews a day just to drink 3 beers. Yeah. Good in some ways, but expensive in other ways. So yeah, lovely looking pour from Vocation. Smash and grab. Do you know, the name did, when I picked it up, I thought, this name does ring a bell. Have I frozen? No, not here. I shouldn't have them. Yeah. I need to calm the reviews down as it is. Bloody YouTube these days, it seems to get worse and worse. I know, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? You never. It's a fight now. Yeah, I know. This is the problem, isn't it? Yeah, I'm still moving. Hello. Yeah. The internet can be strange at times, I must admit. I am at some stage going to change my phone. I'm looking. My son's just got a new phone, and his old phone's better than my phone. I'm doing this so you can see that I'm fucking moving. Pardon my French. No harm intended. Slip of the finger. But that's naughty, isn't it? He's a naughty beer reviewer. Yeah. You don't get this on other people's beer reviews. Well, like that. The 10 old Tom challenge. I'm only 11 off 2,600 now, so I feel like a small challenge is in the offering. A community challenge. I reckon we ought to do a community challenge. It's got to be, well, not over Easter, but Yeah, like going to a supermarket, exploiting their deals. So at Morrisons, it will be a four for free. At Asda, it's a four for free. At Sainsbury's, it's just expensive. Tesco's, it's a four for six. Getting their biggest ABVs and then doing a necking challenge. 5 litre mini keg of a low ABV beer. Bloody hell. I've watched England play and I've drank 11 pints watching England play. I was stressed. You know, it was always stressful. That was back in the day, man, about 10 years ago when we were stressful to watch. And I drank 11 pints, spent the rest of the night on the toilet. You know, all that fluid, not good for you. It flushed the system. Yeah, flushed the system with lager. Yeah, that was back in my lager days, obviously. Yeah, these days, actually drink something nice. It's not easy to drink 9 pints. No, no, it's not. Because you're on the toilet half the time. Simona from Track Brewery. Yeah, you know, it's all right saying to people, oh, you can't drink this, we're going to put price per unit. Let people choose their own destiny, you know. If people want to drink and be alcoholics, they will always do what they want to do. You'll never stop them. They'll always find other means. They'll brew their own and then get even stronger beers that do more damage. Simona, I've not heard of that, to be honest. Then again, I think I've only had 2 beers from Track Brewing, to be fair. I do need to expand my knowledge of, you know, the breweries out there in the world. Or get a low cost beer to get a load more in. This time last year, watching Forest would have been a killer. Tracker from Manchester, yeah, I know, yeah. So we've got relatives in just on the outskirts of Manchester, on the Stockport Manchester border. So yeah, that'd be good. Go into Manchester one time. Keep saying to the wife, we need to drive up. Let somebody have the little one, and we'll drive up and do some trekking round, and then get someone to take us home at the end of the night. You know, also we'll get an Uber, and yeah, all good fun. So yeah, loving this so far. Do want to get over to Vocation's tap rooms whenever I can. You know, it's something that when you're visiting around the country, if and when, certainly October when I'm up in that area of the world anyway, going up there and discovering at least tap rooms that are close-ish to us. If it's 3/4 of an hour away, then that's all good. I don't mind that. You know, I don't want to do a 3-hour drive just to go to a running tap room. But you don't mind a bit of a drive. I drive there, wife drives back. Job's a good one. And I can have a drink while I'm there. Vocation tap rooms in Manchester City Centre. Ah, right, yo. Ooh, so Vocation, Track. Obviously, Cloudwater's up that neck of the woods as well, isn't it? Manchester's got some nice things, but Manchester's a big city, isn't it? I mean, Nottingham's got some nice tap rooms, but they're all pretty damn close, to be fair. Yes, matey. Yes. Harrison's Brewery beers, 6 of them. Didn't get the plum porter. That's the one I wanted. The poor girl, she went downstairs. She went downstairs, come up with some raspberry sour. I didn't even get that. And she dropped one on the floor. She comes upstairs. And then the bloke with her said something inappropriate. Even I looked and thought, God, you won't get away with that in most places. I can't remember what it was, but something, it was way down there or something. And, but yeah, it was funny. And, but yeah, definitely going to review one of them this week. Need to get cracking with them. Yeah, I do need to. We do need to go visiting. I've gone through Leeds before. I think we had with Sainsbury's. We had something in Bradford. Yeah, in Bradford. We had a course, a wine course in Bradford. Yeah, It's about all I remember of it. Trains and that's my Achilles heel, but I need to start doing things really. Yeah, I do wonder if the 4 for 6 is going to change soon to 4 for 3 across all of them. And prices going. Have you seen the prices of Morrisons beer these days? They seem to be going down the price per unit route already, which is slightly worrying. Sainsbury's were always expensive, so you expect that from Sainsbury's, but yeah, Morrisons were always cheap. 4 for 5 quid for years. Then it went 4 for 6. And I do feel that Asda's move last year, the 4 for 3, is yeah, I think beer is going to be impacted across the board, isn't it? Because of what's happening in Ukraine, Ukraine being the farm of the Europe, and unless this war ends quickly, and let's hope it does, terrible on the news today, absolutely god awful news. And that'll be across. That won't just be beer; it will be beer kits, all aspects of the beer environment, won't it? And wine as well. Even I would have thought wine will be impacted because in certain things, yeah, can't go down the beer. Even my son, who pays very little board to live here, even he come down the stairs yesterday and says, because of the gas prices, even he says to me, we need to have a chat about putting my board up because cost of gas and electric. And it's like today, in my house, the only one who turns the heating down, who's a bit more conservative. Everybody else, it's like Barbados. Last 2 days, everybody's turning the heating down. It's like a barn. It's warm in here, but it's like a barn. And it's amazing how it affects you. I feel sorry for all the old people in the UK and all the poor people who are on super low wages, who struggle now with the gas and electric. We're in a scary moment in time, not just with the bloody Ukraine idiots. What's your matey? Yeah, I meant to ask what the Derby did. Ashover Brewery, did they bring a good display? Because they're more traditional, but they would have had a 7.4% beer on tap. £10 6 an hour. It's shit wages, isn't it, mate? Yeah. When you think how much every single aspect of life is going up, and hopefully, bloody hell, it needs to go down again. It's a strange old world we live in at the moment. You know, hopefully the price of gas and that will start dropping down after this year. Yeah, I can understand, Benjamin. Same with me, mate. We're trying to save up for a wedding vow renewal, so I'm having to work extra hours after work, extra hours at the weekend, and that's only just to pay for some beers and maybe the odd going out. Certainly not to live a nice life. People who are on good wages. Ashover Brewery, John. Yeah, did you see Did you see them? Shiny Brewery. They make some good craft beers. I think Thornbridge were there. Torside. I've never seen their beers, to be fair. So I wish I'd have went. And was Danielle nice to talk to? She seems a lovely girl. Good evening, poor matey. Been a while. Smash and Grab is one of your favourites. So it's an old beer, is it? Benjamin said it was, and I thought it was when I picked it up earlier. Yeah, why put the standing charge up? The fucking hell. Are they not making enough money off us for the actual price of gas? Takes the piss. Virgin Media have also done the same with us. We're paying £105 a month to watch TV. And I don't even watch any frigging TV. We've got a phone we never use. no, she's on my friends list. Yeah, she's a local beer. She works for the Evening Post. Does like reviews of pubs and stuff. Standing charges trebled. That's just taking the piss, isn't it? You know what that means, don't you? That's because they can't up the lower rate. They can't up the gas too much because it's controlled. But I reckon the standing charge, they can do what they like. That's disgusting, that is. Absolutely disgusting. It's the rip-off world we live in. It froze again. Oh, bloody YouTube. So yeah, I was saying that Danielle's on my friends list. She works. She does some stuff at Lincoln Green, and she works for Nottingham Evening Post. Does some reviews on there apparently. Ooh. So everyone, our man Paul is from Castle Rock Brewery, and he's lost 3 stone. He's come off the beer and he's lost 3 stone, and you know that's to be applauded, mate. 3 stone, bloody hell. You know, just goes to show you sometimes the beer can be. I mean, we all love beer, but you know, even I know that I've took the mick on it, and I need to come. I need to lessen the beer. But you've done well, mate. You've done really well. Yeah, it's killer when you watch it. It's like watching Forest last year. Every time Forest were on TV, it's like, fuck me, we've lost again, and it just kills you, doesn't it? You know, you just like, oh god, and it just gets depressing, and you've done great so far, though, matey. What tax? I forgot. I tell you what, the phones are awful to do things on. Yeah, and I think civil disobedience needs going again. 72 pence a day on standing charge. That's fucking ridiculous. Ah, bless her. Hopefully I'll have a chat to her soon. She's on my friends list, but I haven't actually chatted to her yet. I don't think any of us are going to retire, even at 60 bloody, what is it, 67 now? I can't see any of us retiring. Unless you're in a very well-paid job and you've looked after yourself all your life. 25 quid before you turn the light on. That's ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, we're on British Gas for both electric and gas, but ridiculous nonetheless. A green watermelon IPA. Ooh, don't think I'll bother. Yeah, I know Vault City bought out a green sour, didn't they? Yeah, yeah, different. I didn't like Beer 52. They were a bit overly zealous with their selling, but yeah, not really my cup of tea, that didn't. But so, need to knock this off because I'm going to get a bollocking otherwise. Oh, you mean the Castle Rock collab? Yeah, it'd be nice. I'd love to brew on their pilot kit. It's good to see the pilot kit getting some use though, Paul. Pity it's only going to the barley twist though. I would have liked it to go into. I know you can get a can from the barley twist, but then it only lasts a day or two. So what they say anyway, which is a bit. Yeah, I think we may be going. Both of us going to a local pub that are doing a brewery night. She says she's interested, so that'll be interesting. Castle Rock Blue Monkey one on the way. Oh, jolly good. The White Egg Watermelon also. Ooh. White Egg, decent brewery. I do like their I had a Christmas beer from them. So, big orangey pour from Vocation Brewery, quite darker than the Northern Monk, Whitehead. And again, a hoppy, tropical nose on this. I get a bollocking most nights. If you don't mind, when I come up slightly sober, it's me coming down to the shed and having a sneaky beer or whatever, spirit. That's where I get the bollocking. Those of you who've never had bollocking, you don't know what you're missing. Yeah. But then I also got a bollocking last year for doing 2 hours down the shed every night. Yeah, didn't go down well, as you can imagine. Work all day, come home, 2 hours in the shed. Yeah, I can understand where she's coming from, to be fair. Yeah. Although my beer drinking things, now, sod it. Carry on drinking. But yeah, it's not good, you know. There's got to be balance in life, hasn't there? Yeah. And next week, I'm at Magpie Brewery, yeah. So I'm going down Magpie Brewery next Sunday. And, oh, God knows what time I'm getting in. Good evening, Dave. And I'm going to have to run, mate. So great to see you. And yeah, I'm meeting up with Liam and Shane next week. And we're going to Magpie Brewery. Irish thing this month. Yeah, can't fault you. My wife's from Ireland, funnily enough. She's from Londonderry. So yeah, quite funny that. But yeah, lovely hoppy tropical beer from Vocation, even though I thought I'd heard of it before, and 2 people have confirmed to me that I have, but it's not been in supermarkets. Well, not been in Morrisons at least. I'm sure it was an Asda. But yeah, cracking beer, and I'll get a photograph of it afterwards. Again, a good 4.4 out of 5, and a good addition to the range at Morrisons. You know, what you don't want is weak crap beers, and that it certainly isn't. And at 32 minutes, I need to drop off. But thank you everyone for joining in. Another live beer review tomorrow at 7:30, and it's been in Morrisons. All right, new can art. That's naughty, isn't it? Shouldn't put it as a new beer. But gotta run. Thank you all for joining in, and see you all. Cheers, matey.